Well, at least I no longer have to talk about these two. Hello everyone, mmcfan here. I'd just like to say a huge thank you for the positive response from the first video. It really blew me away. It was great to see so many of you watching it and commenting on it and subscribing straight off the bat. So thank you very much for that. So for video number 2, I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of my thoughts on everything that we know is coming up in the future, both in terms of regular figures and then a couple of extra bonus things that we know are also coming. All of the ones that I'm going to mention in this particular video are currently available for pre-order at Forbidden Planet. I will pop all of the links in the description below, and I will also let you know the dates that they will appear on the Eaglemoss web shop to be bought from them. So let's get right into it. Kicking us off in 2021 is issue 120, Rocket Raccoon from Avengers Endgame, and this one is going to be added to the web shop on the 7th of January. Thank God for this one, to be honest. I mean, the two before it, Agent Keller and Korath, they were just so poorly received. No one wanted them. So for them to turn around and go, and next up it's this one, like, this is so awesome. And that's an absolute relief, to be honest. So this is actually the first time Rocket has joined the main collection. Previously only available as a subscriber bonus, which is rarely ever in stock. And this one is a massive improvement even on that. So this is a really good way for people that have joined late or maybe never managed to pick up the original Rocket to add a main character to their collection, which is awesome. The outfit is cooler in my opinion. The eyes are more expressive, like he actually has pupils this time round. He's wearing Star-Lord's scarf, which he dons in Endgame, and he's got 2 guns instead of 1 gun. So I mean, what more could you ask for? And the other thing I really like about this one is the added rubble. So even though it's a small character, it doesn't make it a colossal waste of money. I'm looking at you, Goose. This one for me is a day one pickup, and I've got it on pre-order at Forbidden Planet, and I'm glad that I do. Looking forward to it. And later on in January, on the 21st, it's issue 121, Team Suit Captain America, also from Avengers Endgame. Yeah, you'll learn this pretty quickly if you don't know this already, but I'm not a massive fan when we get something where there's nothing new. Like, this one's fine, it's an okay figure, but we've had Chris Evans' head before, we've had the team suit twice before already, and it's identical, the suit doesn't change. So the only thing new is a suitcase, and I'm not hugely thrilled about a suitcase. It would have been much more interesting if they'd included the hammer. Again, we've had it before, but they could have put it down by his feet. I know why they haven't, because I think they're using this exact image from the film and it's actually off to his left, so technically it wasn't right next to his feet, but they could have used a bit of creative licensing there. It's not like they've not done that before. It's not the worst Chris Evans likeness we've had. I think the first one was better, and the helmeted ones definitely come out better, but it is still head and shoulders above the World War II one, so at least it's got that going for it. All in all, it's a Cap figure, it's going to be a decent size, it's probably going to be worth the money, and it'll probably sell well. But this is another one I'm going to wait for a sale before I add it to my lineup, I think. And next up is issue 122, which is Ultron Mark 1 from Avengers Age of Ultron, and this one is coming out on the 4th of February. I mean, this one is a game changer. This was our first inkling that Hero Collector are willing to return to the earlier films and not just focus on the 2 most recent releases. We did get Iron Man from Iron Man 3 as like a special 100th issue release, but aside from that, this is our first Phase 2 figure since Frigga, issue 68, and it's our first Age of Ultron one since the surprisingly cool Exo Soldier, which was issue 56. So, I mean, it's a repeat. I prefer it with someone new. I will always prefer if it's someone new, but it's different enough from issue 13 Ultron to make it a really cool edition, and I know a lot of you are really excited about this one, and that is great. The detail is astounding. I love the moulding, especially of the helmet, and much like the issue before, this pose has been lifted straight from the film. So the detail is great, it's super unique. I'd have liked some more wires maybe, like he goes on about being tangled in strings, and there aren't a huge number of strings on him, but they'd probably just break for delivery, so to be honest, it's fine as it is. I'm on the fence as to whether I'll be picking it up day 1, but I'm really looking forward to getting it, whether it's from Forbidden Planet or Eaglemoss. And the last of the figurines that have been revealed so far is issue 123, Scrap of Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok, and this one releases on the 18th of February 2021. This one was another pleasant surprise, and it's essentially Hero Collector righting a massive wrong. Those that follow this collection will know that issue 75, Valkyrie, was one of the biggest disappointments of the entire set. It looked nothing like Tessa Thompson, the hair was wrong, the pose was awkward, the weapons stuck out at a weird angle and it made the box really big. It just wasn't the right choice to come from Ragnarok. They should have done this version as issue 75, it's what we were all expecting, and then now they could have done the Endgame version so that we got her from two different films. But hindsight is a wonderful thing. You know, it seemed like a no-brainer to me, but here we are. It's good that they've recognized that they got it wrong and they're now writing it, so I like that a lot. The likeness is much closer. It's a little derpy from the front maybe, but from the side that looks spot on, so I'm sure in hand it'll be absolutely fine. The pose is straight from the promo art from the film, and it's much cooler than issue 75, and it's the outfit she wears for like 75% of the film, so this is the one that people would have always wanted. The detail looks good and the colours are good. Yeah, I'm happy with this one. And seeing as so many of the original arrived broken and it's rarely ever in stock, this is the perfect chance for a newer collector to pick up a fan favourite character in a much better way. So this one, day one purchase for me, no question. And that just leaves a couple of extras that we know are coming, so I'll just quickly thought I'd cover those now. So the 8th premium bonus armor is going to be Iron Man Mark 33, the Silver Centurion suit. This is an unpainted render that Hero Collector released. Essentially, they announced an extension. They didn't confirm whether they were going to do another premium armor. Premium subscribers are always like, well, what's our extra pound going towards? So then they were like, oh crap, let's give them the render. So that's where this image has come from. I think it's a good choice. It's a real shame that they missed off the blades that come out of the knuckles, because I think that's probably the most characteristic element of the suit. Maybe they'll add those in. I feel like this is probably the final thing, but it's not the end of the world. I'd rather have had Hot Rod or Hammerhead or Red Snapper or, you know, one of the more unique looking ones, but this is kind of, I think this is kind of like top 5, top 10 for a lot of people, so I think they picked this one quite well. In terms of release, they in theory should send one out every 16 issues, just price-wise, that's just how it works out. So it could in theory be with issue 128 for subscribers in April, but it's not. I mean, we're still waiting for Eagle, that's been delayed until January, so this one could come out as late as 140. Do not be surprised if this one gets delayed. And then lastly, we know that there's a 10th mega special on the way, and it's going to be Iron Man Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame. Aside from the magazine cover, which was shared by Bleeding Cool, which is literally just the regular magazine cover with the 116 removed from the corner, no images exist of this yet. It's just had a listing. Could this be how they give us the snap moment? It would piss off all the people that just collect the regular sized ones, but it is a possibility. They could have saved that iconic pose for this one. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, to finish things off, I made this prediction when the extension was announced. So I did my dream list of who I would absolutely want to see. And then I did a more realistic list, which kind of takes into account licensing and all that kind of stuff. I thought it'd be fun to see how I did each time new images are released. And I'm currently failing quite miserably. I correctly predicted Team Suit Cap, though to be fair there were already rumblings that was happening when I made the list, so that doesn't really count. And nothing on the dream list so far, but I really hope we see at least some of those new characters in the future. As always, I'll have all the latest info on these and all the upcoming figures as soon as they're revealed. To see the information first, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, obviously, and join the discussion in the Facebook group. I'll put all the links in the description. And that's it from me, so I'll see you next time. Keep on collecting.